Yo, what's good, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about low ticket versus high ticket. Now, obviously, this is just in my opinion and from prior experience. Obviously, I'm going to be letting you guys know which one I think is better. Um, so yeah, I'm just going to jump straight into it. So, previously, me and my business partner Carson, we were working on an offer. Pretty much, it was just like a fitness offer, and we started off selling people just into a community. It was $25 a month. We were giving them workout plans, weekly calls, checking in on them, accountability partners, and etc. For a while, we actually were fully straight on just low ticket. And so with low ticket being, I'll break this down. The reason why I think low ticket actually does work is for people who have a large following, right? So this guy, he was gaining over 100,000 followers each month. He had about 700,000 followers, you know what I mean? And so in my opinion, I think if you have over at least 500K on Instagram, 500K on TikTok, 500K on YouTube, I think, or even 100K on YouTube, honestly, I think you should run a community. It could be a low ticket community because realistically, everyone says you're going to really get about 1% of your audience, right? And so when you have such a large following like that, a low ticket product just is so eye appealing to them to the point to where they'll just want to join. I mean, some people just wanted to join to see what it was about. Some people actually wanted to join because they want to start their fitness journey or whatever that may be, or whatever the person's selling. It's low ticket, you know what I mean? It's no really real requirement. It's no what can I say? It's no pressure, you know what I mean? Now I will say when it comes to low ticket, now the for marketing wise, I think I was breaking this down in the last video. You can kind of do push marketing, and what I mean by that is you can consistently or constantly push your product to your audience, because believe it or not, as a marketer, you may, or as a creator trying to market your product, you may think, oh, I post my product twice, they've seen it all. But you have to remember you have 500,000 followers, or however many followers you have. Not everybody's seen that story. I mean, this client we were working with, he had maybe, like I said, he had around 700,000 followers. He was averaging maybe 100,000 views on his story daily. Now, of course, that's 600,000 people that hasn't even seen the story. You know what I mean? And so when you consistently push, you're pushing your product out to your whole audience, trying to get your whole audience to view it, right? And don't get me wrong, it does get to a point to where you're just shoving it down your throat. But when you come up with new strategic ways and new strategic plans on how to push your product, you can push it consistently almost every other day, and people won't get mad. Now, of course, you're always going to have those people that want to call you a guru, or people that's always going to want to have to people that's always going to call you and say that you're scamming or whatnot. But as long as your product's good, you're being genuine, and you're helping people out, yeah, all that other shit's bullshit. So yeah, we were solely focused on low ticket. It got to the point to where we started to raise the price. We raised it to $50 a month, and then we ended up eventually winning school games. Meeting Alex Hormozy and Sam Ovens, and I always thought, well, I used to think, I'm like, wow, we can sell to a mass majority of people. There's no reason for high ticket to be a thing. Now, of course, it works phenomenal when you have a low ticket product and you upsell people into a high ticket product, because that just brings the LTV of your customer up. Your customers love you more, and that just says that your product's the shit. You know what I mean? Now bringing it over to high ticket, the reason why, and this is what I like now, and I'm pretty sure a lot more people are going to say high ticket is better, of course. We just now moved over to high ticket. High ticket is just so much more easy, so much more simpler. I guess I'll have to go back to low ticket. Going back to low ticket, dealing with the customer wise, a low ticket customer is a bit more of a hassle. I wouldn't say of a hassle. It's just a bit more tedious work for a low ticket client. They're going to always want more They're going to always expect more for you, especially when they're coming into a program that has so much for them to use to where it overstimulates their brain and they don't even know where to start, you know? Or obviously, you know, dealing with a lot of churn, you know, people who paying 50 bucks a month, they tend to fall off if you don't continue to come out with new challenges, new products, switch things up. You know, it's like Netflix. You pay a monthly subscription for Netflix, but Netflix doesn't look the same every 3 to 6 months. You know what I mean? Netflix comes out with new movies. They tease you with new movies. They let you know that live events are coming now, live television. You know what I mean? So when you're dealing with a low ticket product, it just, in my opinion, requires a lot more work. Now, like I said, don't get me wrong, you can still print a fuck ton of money, and even adding high ticket on top of low ticket can print you an even shit ton more money, right? Now, going back into high ticket, the customers is a bit different. When you're charging upwards of $3,000 to $11,000, if not more, you know they know coming in that that's a long-term play. You know what I mean? And just to tell you guys, from my experience, anything under $3,000 is not high ticket. So if you're selling a $2,500 package or a $1,997 package, that's not high ticket. Like I said, from my experience, 3K and above is high ticket. So just when you have people who pay those type of packages, you know, the client is a bit better, is a lot better actually. They know that this takes time. They know that if they put the work in, they're going to get the results, especially if you're showing results on the sales page. You're being, like I said, being genuine, and you're just being super raw and authentic with them. I will say funnel wise for both, right? So low ticket, you can have a super simple funnel. It doesn't require a lot. I say for us, we use ManyChat, and we basically didn't even touch anything. The client would post, he would do a CTA, and because he had such a large following, we would get so many CTA DMs that ManyChat would just trigger it off, and we would just receive payments left and right. You know what I mean? Now, and of course, that was just purely automated. And so it does get to the point to where when you have the right systems, me and Carson, we were making like upwards of 40K a month, 10K a month for the business, and we were barely doing anything on a daily basis, right? And even it comes to the point now to where we're doing high ticket, and we put the systems in place to where now Carson only takes sales calls. We reiterate the business. We help change a couple of things up, fix up the brand so that people don't continue to see, you know, when you're pushing the same product over and over again, people start to become product aware. And when people become product aware, they're like, oh, he's selling the same shit. Oh, I don't need it. It's DM coach. It's the same funnel, yada, 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 yada. Right. And so when you're running a low ticket funnel, you do have to, well, in funnel in general, you have to switch it up. But when you have the systems in place for either funnel, it makes it so much easier. And it just, honestly, you can automate the whole process. Now, even with low ticket, right? You don't even have to speak to anybody. Now, that's the difference between low ticket and high ticket. I believe with low ticket, you don't even need to speak to anyone, and that's what makes the process a little bit more super automated. Now, of course, it's a $50 product. Who the hell wants to sit there on the phone for 30 minutes and collect 50 bucks, you know? But moving over to a high ticket funnel, the process is a bit more different, but it's super simple. Now, like even for our client that we're working with, our new client, different client, this is a total different client with high ticket that we're working with. All we have now is he just posts a story. We have them, he does a CTA, which is mainly coach. They'll DM coach. They'll ask like 1 or 2 ManyChat questions, and then we send them the VSL. On the VSL page, it's just a headline, VSL, and the application link. It's like a 4-minute VSL, and then after that, they apply for a one-on-one coaching, and then Carson just picks up the phone and dial them, and then close them from there, sell them on upwards of 3 to 11K. Straight simple like that. Once they get sold, they get into a onboarding process, and from there on, they're just straight grinding from work. It's one-on-one, so me and Carson, we don't really have to do anything. We're just doing sales and marketing. Like that funnel right there, I just broke it down. It's super simple. Now, of course, when you're doing high ticket, you want to hop on the phone. Before, I can say we were collecting payments through DM. We were getting three $7,000 payments, but it got to a point to where people kind of wasn't really feeling that trust. That people weren't understanding what our client was selling. And so we ended up switching up to a call funnel, which ended up, doing a lot better. Just in February and January, I mean, we've collected almost $70,000, damn near $100,000, and I can show that right here. I'll put it right here, whatever. And it just amazes me on how both funnels actually do work. But like I was saying from before, I think high ticket, I lead more towards high ticket because you can do a lot more with high ticket with such a low following. I mean, you can have someone with 1,000 YouTube subscribers and you can make a shit ton of money with a high ticket product, It's just high ticket is, like I said, in my opinion, a lot more simpler. It's easier for me to manage. I will say we are about to start getting into ads, and so we haven't really dialed in the process yet for ads yet. But for a call funnel, I feel like we really mastered the call funnel and low ticket. So I wanted to come here and break it down to you guys, my opinion on low ticket and high ticket. And yeah, like I said, if you have a large following, bro, fucking rip low ticket, because you can print a lot of money if you market to your audience correctly. You can do it both with high ticket and low ticket, but I say only lean towards low ticket if you have a large audience. I'd say honestly, 100K. You need to at least have 100K on all platforms, or at least TikTok and Instagram. If you have under that, I just think high ticket, it just work better. It'd be a lot more simpler. You can call, speak to your clients, speak to your prospects that you're going to sell, and yeah, and even build the product out. You know what I mean? Even building the product would be a lot more fun. And yeah, so that's pretty much what I wanted to come here and talk to you guys about. Like I said, I think both rips. This is just my opinion, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.